So if you're a busy real estate agent selling lots of homes, you're probably going to be at some point looking for an admin. Maybe you're looking for admin right now. So on this video, I'm going to give you some tips to help me find an admin and have a long-lasting relationship with her. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Oleg, and I started as a real estate agent in 2017, and now I own a real estate brokerage, and we're about 104, 105 real estate agents, and we're on track to sell 750 deals. We have a couple of admins at this point, and this video is going to be me sharing how me as a busy agent was hiring my first admin. Some of you are looking right now, some of you are thinking about that in the future. Today I'm just going to give you tips that worked for me. First of all, I interviewed a couple candidates. Some agents I've noticed are going after, I interviewed, this person seems okay, let's go start working. And then there's a lot of things that need to be set up, a lot of passwords, a lot of things that you need to plug in, show, train that person, and then you find out, you know what, this is not the right candidate. And then you have to do it again, do it again, do it again, and then you're exhausted, you don't trust people, so you never do it, you just do everything yourself, and you never grow. So interview a couple candidates. But before you even interview a couple candidates, think this. You're working at the brokerage right now. The brokerage has admins, has staff. So maybe think about leveraging them. That would be my first step to, before you go and look for somebody to pay them, maybe to leverage somebody who already is at the company you're working for. Maybe do something like per task, like a contract basis, it's a couple hours here and there a week for some mailers, maybe for touching base with database, maybe some MLS searches setting up, little things. Maybe that will get you little by little into that leveraging mode. Another tip I have for you is don't look for somebody like you. You might be finding somebody who is, for example, studying for the license, can't get it done, and they reach out to you, and you're like, yes, I think this person will be great because I see that this is somebody who I can get along with great. They have some sales skills. They will be great as a real estate agent. For now, they will be an admin, but this is not going to be working out long term. To be honest, an admin, an assistant is somebody who is opposite to you. You know, it's somebody who doesn't want to go out much. It's somebody who doesn't want to be outgoing and selling anything. They don't really talk much. They like to be in the spreadsheet. They like to be behind the computer. They like to organize things. And you're probably unorganized, probably, like me. I got a little bit better, but it's not my highest skill. Even like making today's video, I got some bullet points, and I had to just rearrange them a little bit before making this. But this was done in 30 seconds. So somebody like you is not going to work out for also a reason that you're always going to be like had to have all the time too. So that's not a good idea. Don't try to hire somebody that just like you. Another tip I have for you is think long term. Do you think this person that is in front of you is going to stay with you for 5 years? That's something that you need to keep in mind because there's so many things that you need to train that person and show and invest into that relationship that if you're going to be changing admins every single year or every 2 years, it's going to exhaust you, and at some point you're going to just not hire an admin and do everything yourself. And that's not good for you, for your business. You need to make this right from the very beginning. And sometimes it doesn't work out right away. Sometimes you need to hire somebody else. But then if you keep making these mistakes all the time, then you just give up, on how you stop trusting people. It's because of you're only thinking about, oh, okay, I need everything right now because you're busy right now. Most of real estate agents hire an admin, an assistant, and think about hiring when they get to the level where they're like busy, and everything is urgent. And you make that decision also fast, and that could be detrimental, and that's going to be a mistake. So if you think about how can we work and within 10 years, you're going to be looking at people a little bit differently too. So that's it. Also, another tip that I'm going to give you is don't expect too much from them in the beginning. There's going to be a learning curve. There's going to be times when the person doesn't understand what you need, because most of real estate agents, they are high D, high I on a disc profile, and so it's really hard for them to get their point across sometimes. They're moving fast, and somebody who you're going to hire as an assistant, as an admin, they need a manual, and you don't have that manual most of the time, and they will have to kind of learn you. I remember when I just started teaching my wife how to do this, she almost cried, because I'm like, why didn't you do this and this and that? And she's like, I don't even know what you need me to do. And so I was leveraging my wife, but then she actually is a great salesperson. And so she was showing properties for me, which that worked out much better. And then she did some also MLS searches and sending properties to clients. That was something that we did together. But I remember that moment where I was trying to have her do things for me and not explaining it. It's just you have to do step by step and then record the process, which you're not going to be able to do it in the beginning, but at least understand that this is okay, that the person is not performing for the first couple weeks and couple months. That is okay. If the person shows interest in growing, if they listen to what you have to say, if they don't have ambitions of getting out and selling themselves, this relationship is going to last. But don't expect too much. Also, I think that an assistant, an admin, cannot be licensed. I think that should be somebody who is unlicensed. Of course, they need access to everything like MLS, your CRM, all of your database, which you will have to trust that person. That's why I'm saying that maybe leveraging somebody who's already in the office might be a great idea, but that's okay. You don't have to do it. You can just hire an assistant who will be helping you out with some admin, computer work, all that, and just go hire that person carefully and ask them questions about what they're proud of doing in the past. Is there any moments of your life that you are so proud of? What their future expectations are? You're not gonna get. Sometimes it depends, but just tell them what your expectations are as well. That I'm looking to hire somebody for a long term. So this job is going to be sometimes very boring. It's going to be behind the computer. Do you like the behind the computer, or would you rather go out and meet people? Because the behind the computer is sometimes boring, and meeting with people sometimes more exciting. And then you will feel a little bit because that's a red flag. For example, for me, I don't want to be investing into a relationship and going and expecting something, and then all of a sudden that person wants to become an agent, and that just didn't help. It's not working for me. Now let's move on to how much you should pay. You might also decide that hiring somebody part-time is better than full-time, which is very smart. If you hire somebody part-time and have them small tasks to be done, small tasks that you don't like doing, but you think they need to be done, and you can hire somebody for just help me out on part-time basis. And you can pay somebody like $17, $18, $16, $19. Depends on, it doesn't matter. It's part-time. You slowly stepping into making some business relationship. And of course, it depends on where you live and what kind of jobs you're going to be giving them. But something like that for a couple of hours a day maybe, or hour a day or something like that, that's a good start. And then later on, you can transition into more full-time and having them maybe come to the office. But that's a good start. You don't have to really pay much more than that, because they don't know what they need to be doing, and you don't know if it's going to work out either. So it's going to be something like you just trying out and see how it goes. And a couple other tips I'm going to give you at the end is that don't hide anything from your admin. If you finally found the person that you trust and you think this is going to work out, don't hide the information from them, because if they feel like you don't trust them, they're not gonna work hard. This relationship is not gonna go far. And second thing is don't leverage. You can go extreme both ways. Those are two extremes. Don't hide from them anything, meaning I don't trust you. You just do what I told you, and then they're gonna leave. And second one is don't leverage them too fast. So like, here's everything, do everything, and I'm just gonna talk to people and go on the showings, and then you do everything. And then you're like expecting them to do everything, and there's a lot of things that real estate agents do that only real estate agent knows about their client, about themselves, and how to handle things. And that person that you're going to hire, they don't even know what you're expecting and what that you need them to do. So don't leverage them too fast. Don't think that they should be talking to your clients and booking appointments and managing the inspections and everything like that. You're going to have to do all that. You're still going to have to do everything like that. It's just something that's behind the scenes that clients don't see, and something that's easy to explain. That's where you start first. Something like the mailers, MLS searches, setting up MLS searches. You can kind of put that on the sheet and have that person research and look and send on your behalf. Don't leverage them too fast. Don't give them too many tasks at once. Don't expect too much right away, and look for somebody who doesn't have the skills like you have. Somebody opposite. Because if you're looking for an assistant right now, you're probably at the 40 deals a year mark. If you're not, maybe you don't need one yet. You can do everything yourself and get to the 40 deals a year. And then, I have agents here that sell 60 that don't have assistants. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully this video will be helpful, and talk to you soon.